A few hours from now, you'll be standing in the middle of a Greek village holding a bow in one hand and a vial of medicine in the other, trying to decide which one to use first, while a farmer vomits on your foot and a child tugs at your tunic, begging you to save her grandfather. And the worst part? You caused the problem yourself. But hold on. For now, you're just opening your eyes to the smell of ambrosia and the comforting feeling that today might be a quiet day. It won't be. Today you woke up, but there's a problem. You're Apollo. Again, the god of the sun, music, prophecy, medicine, and a detail most people conveniently forget: plague. Yes, plague. The same god who cures your fever is the same one who sent the fever. It's like finding out your doctor also owns the virus factory. Welcome to the oldest conflict of interest in the universe. You get up. The mirror shows the same perfection as always. Impeccable golden hair, facial symmetry that insults mathematics. But today, there's something different in your eyes. A weight, a shadow that not even the god of the sun can illuminate. Because last night, Hermes brought a message from Zeus, and messages from Zeus are never good news. The scroll read, Apollo, the city of Cyrene is growing too arrogant. The king has declared that mortals no longer need the gods. Send a lesson, but spare the temple. We still need the offerings. Translation: kill enough people to frighten them, but not so many that food stops arriving on Olympus. You crumple the scroll, then uncrumple it because destroying Zeus's property is technically punishable. I observe your face and think, that's the face of someone about to do something they hate and cannot refuse. You pick up your bow, not the golden one that looks good on statues. The other one, the silver one, the one that carries invisible arrows that spread fever, pustules, and that kind of cough that makes it sound like someone is trying to expel their own lungs. It weighs more than it should, or maybe it's just your conscience. You step out of your room and nearly trip over Artemis. She's sitting in the hallway, polishing an arrow with the focus of a surgeon. Your twin sister is everything you're not right now: objective, practical, and completely at peace with killing things. Heading out early? She asks without looking up. Zeus sent an assignment. Plague? How did you know? You're carrying the wrong bow and you have the face of someone who stepped in divine shit. You almost laugh. Almost. Artemis has that annoying talent for reading you like an open scroll. It's Cyrene, you say. The king got arrogant. Mortals get arrogant every Tuesday, Apollo. It's part of who they are. This time Zeus wants a full lesson. Plague on the entire city. But I have to spare the temple and the people who still pray. Artemis finally looks up. There's something there that isn't exactly pity. Artemis doesn't do pity, but it's something close. Recognition, perhaps, that your job is terrible. Are you going to be okay? The question catches you off guard. Artemis doesn't ask if people are going to be okay. Artemis asks if the target is within range. I will. You lie. Liar. She gets up, adjusts her quiver, looks at you with those silver eyes that look like solidified moonlight. Listen, I kill things every day. Animals, monsters, occasionally an idiot who spies on my nymphs bathing. The difference between me and you is that I don't pretend it doesn't hurt. You're out here trying to be the kind god who also does horrible things and smiles afterward. Stop that. Do what needs to be done, feel what needs to be felt, and move on. She punches you in the shoulder. It hurts. Artemis doesn't know how to give comforting pats. She only knows violence in different intensities. But the gesture, in its blunt way, is the closest thing to a hug she's given you in centuries. Thank you, Artemis. Don't thank me. Thank me when I don't tell anyone I saw you looking like you were about to cry at 6 in the morning. She disappears down the hallway with that silent predator elegance. You stand there for a moment, feeling the weight of the silver bow and the lingering warmth of the punch on your shoulder. Keep that scene in mind. It'll matter later. Before the mission, you have a daily obligation. Guide the sun. The chariot is ready. The fire horse is as impatient as always. You climb in, take the reins, and take off. The usual routine. East to west, no shortcuts, no surprises. But today, while crossing the upper atmosphere, you encounter someone. Hemera is there, the personification of day, spread across the horizon like golden ink spilled across the sky. You cross paths almost every morning, but you rarely stop. Today she notices something in your face. You have that look, she says. What look? The look of someone about to do something terrible and wanting someone to tell them it's all okay. Hemera knows you too well. Billions of years on the same shift will do that. Zeus ordered plague on Cyrene. Hemera makes that silence only primordial beings can make. You know, I see everything that happens during the day, every birth, every death. And the hardest part isn't watching the terrible things happen. It's knowing that tomorrow I'll have to light up the same streets as if nothing changed. How do you bear it? I don't bear it. I just keep going. There's a difference. You stay there for a moment, suspended above the world. Two essential beings, equally tired, sharing a silence worth more than any conversation. Good luck down there, she says. I'll be watching. I always am. That should be comforting. It isn't. You land on the outskirts of Cyrene. The city is beautiful. White stone houses, olive trees everywhere. A noisy market where merchants sell fish, fabric, and lies in equal measure. Children run through the streets. A woman sings as she hangs clothes on the rooftop. It's a living city, and you're here to change that. Apollo's temple sits at the center, modest, but the people who pray there are genuine. You can feel their faith. It's warm. It's real. And that's exactly why Zeus ordered this place spared. Not out of respect, out of investment. You take a deep breath, raise the silver bow. The first arrow is invisible. It makes no sound. When you release the string, it multiplies into hundreds, spreading across the city like a rain no one can see. Within 2 hours, the first signs appear: coughing, fever, skin lesions. The market grows quieter. The children stop running. The woman who was singing on the rooftop comes down and doesn't go back up. I need to pause here and be honest. This is horrible. And I know you know it's horrible. The difference between you and the other gods who do terrible things is that the others don't stay to watch. Ares starts wars and goes to lunch. Poseidon drowns ships and goes to sleep. But you stay, because the second part of your job is only just beginning. You enter the city, without the chariot, without the glow. Just you, a pouch of medicinal herbs, and the most advanced medical knowledge in the universe. You go door to door. The temple is your base. Those who pray, who keep the faith, who still believe in the gods, those you heal. One hand on a forehead, a divine whisper, and the fever breaks. The lesions disappear. Life returns. But the others, those who followed the king into arrogance, those who spat on the altars and laughed at the offerings, those you walk past, the door is open. You hear the coughing inside, and you keep walking. Your stomach turns every time your feet decide not to stop. If you're enjoying watching Apollo have the worst day of his existence as much as I'm enjoying narrating it, here's the least you can do. Subscribe to the channel. It's free, it doesn't hurt, and unlike Apollo's arrows, it has no side effects. Well, maybe a mild mythology addiction, but that's your problem. You reach a house at the edge of the city. Inside, an old woman cares for her grandson. The boy is burning with fever. The old woman prays, but not to you specifically. She prays to all the gods in a generic, desperate way, like someone throwing coins into every fountain in a park, hoping at least one of them works. Technically, by Zeus's rules, this case is gray. You could justify any decision. You go in. The old woman doesn't recognize you as Apollo. You kneel beside the boy. The fever is high. Without intervention, he has maybe 8 hours. You heal him without thinking twice, without calculating whether Zeus would approve. You simply heal because that's what this should be, a god who heals. The old woman cries. The boy opens his eyes. You leave before they can ask questions. Outside, the sun is setting. You look back. Cyrene is different now, quieter, more afraid. The king is locked in his palace listening to the cries outside. The temple is packed with people praying. The lesson has been delivered, but at what cost? You return to Olympus. The main hall is as busy as ever. Dionysus drinking, Ares provoking someone, Aphrodite complaining about her hair. Divine life goes on as if nothing happened. Zeus sees you walk in. He raises his cup in your direction with that positive report smile. Excellent work, my son. Cyrene is already on its knees. The offerings will triple. People died, you say. People always die, Apollo. It's literally what they do. The question is whether they die respecting the gods or not. Zeus takes a sip. Relax. Tomorrow there's another assignment, another city, another arrogant king, another cycle of destruction and selective healing. You go to the terrace. Night has fallen. Hemera has retreated to Tartarus, trading shifts with Nyx as they have for billions of years. Artemis appears. She sits beside you without a word. She stays there, in silence, looking at the moon that is hers. You look at the stars that are yours. Two twins sharing the sky, and a silence that needs no words. After a long time, she speaks. How many? Many. And how many did you save? Not enough. Artemis nods. She doesn't say, it'll be okay, because Artemis doesn't tell pretty lies. She doesn't say, you did the right thing, because they both know. There is no right when Zeus sends you to distribute death with a prescription pad. Tomorrow I'm going hunting, she says. Want to come? It's an invitation from Artemis, who never invites anyone to anything, who hunts alone with her nymphs and turns into a deer any man who comes near. She's offering you the only thing she knows how to give, company in the silence. I will, you say. 5 in the morning. If you show up glowing, I'll send you an arrow. Fair enough. She leaves. You stay. The lyre is in your room, but tonight you don't want to play. Tonight, perfect music solves nothing. Tonight, you want the imperfect silence of a night where you did terrible things and can't pretend everything is okay. You lie down on the terrace, looking up. The stars ask for nothing. They don't pray. They don't die. They just exist, shining without purpose, and for some reason, that is the most comforting thing you've felt all day. You close your eyes. Tomorrow, the sun needs to rise. Tomorrow, the chariot needs to set out. Tomorrow, there might be another city, another scroll, another king who thinks he can live without the gods. But tomorrow, there's also a hunt with your sister, and maybe, just maybe, that's enough. I close by watching Apollo fall asleep and arriving at a conclusion. The problem with being the god of both healing and plague isn't doing both things. It's knowing you're good at both, that your arrows kill with the same precision that your hands heal, and that at the end of the day, the universe doesn't care which one you used, only that the job got done. The lesson of today: if your boss asks you to do something horrible and then praises you for it, the problem isn't you, it's the boss. But good luck explaining that when the boss controls lightning. And tomorrow, someone will fly too high. Not by accident, not out of ignorance, by choice. And for the first time, I think I'll understand why. Because sometimes, looking directly at the sun is the only way to prove you're alive, even if it costs you everything.